I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
What's going on, nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the channels. We're back for some more Nebraska Cornhuskers Dynasty as we're in week 5 and we are back home here to host the Maryland Terrapins, as the Terrapins here will be in action here as they're currently 3-0 for the season and 1-0 in the Big Ten. And of course, this is our first Big Ten game of the season, as Maryland, of course, last year we defeated them. They're on their home turf, winning that game 34-10 in Maryland, as the Terrapins had us in the first quarter pretty good, but then things started to fall apart for them very quickly there towards the getting close to halftime. And of course, the second half, we pretty much blanketed them in turnovers, and of course forcing some really good plays down the going down the field there in that game. And we're hoping to do the same thing here today. As you see there, the first 3 games, FCS East they played, they won that game. Of course, the most recent game they played against Rutgers, as they were able to defeat Rutgers there in a 33-7 win there. So their top player there for the defensive side of things is a edge rusher by the name of Clowney, who is a very talented edge rusher there. And of course, we're going to have to do our best to try to, of course, get away from him and try to find a way in our running game to avoid him if all possible. And of course, their quarterback here, Washington, is their leader in the on the offense there, along with Humphreys, seriously, along with Polk, Black, Manning, and Webb, their wide receivers, who are pretty good, decent wide receiver core here, and we might have some pretty good challenge against them here in this matchup here today. And like I said, as well as Clowney, besides him on the defense there, you got Avery, Starling, who's a really good defensive tackle, and then of course you got their corners, Joyner and Glassler there helping them out in the secondary. Of course, Clowney is a junior redshirt, and of course he is going to be looking to see what he can do here this season, as he was redshirted at South Carolina just a season ago and wasn't getting too much playing time there, and decided to transfer to Maryland in that for a situation there to get some more playing time and get some more exposure on the field here. As we take a look here, we got Washington, who is their quarterback there, sophomore, 6'4", and there you see his numbers there. He has good power. Accuracy is kind of mid-range there, with a really good medium accuracy throwing there for him. And of course, he'll be a player there that we're really going to do our best here to try to make sure we can keep quiet, and of course try to make sure he does not try to throw down the field. He is a pure runner, so he will be a quarterback that we'll have to, of course, our linebackers will have to keep a close watch on. Make sure he doesn't run down the field here too much, and of course we'll do our best to try to keep him in the pocket as much as we possibly can. Israel Polk is, of course, their top wide receiver here, and there you see his numbers there. Good quickness, pretty decent hands, and of course he does. He can do a decent route running there. His mid-range and route running is pretty much the best there for him, and of course he will be a guy that will have to sign our top corners and safeties on him to make sure he does not do anything. Now, of course, he transferred from Akron last season. There you see his numbers from just a season ago, and of course, he is going to look here at Maryland for some more playing time, as he was not getting too much playing time at Akron. And Ben Black is their other wide receiver here, who has some pretty good route running skills as well. 6 foot, 201 pounds there. Looks like he has a great elusiveness, so it means he can really get himself out of sticky situations, as well as pretty middle of the range route running there for him, as long with some good quickness. So his speed and elusiveness, getting around the field, making plays, is going to really carry him a long way here in today's game. We'll see how often we are challenged by him in this game, or we'll see how often he'll challenge us here in today's game. Of course, he was just played just a week ago against his former team that he played last year, and of course there you see his numbers so far this season compared to last year for him, as the South Carolinian is going to try to do his best to put on a good performance here for the Terrapins here this week, as they would love to get revenge on us from just a year ago. And of course, there you see Demon Clowney, 3-star guy from Baltimore, Maryland, right there, 6'4", 256 pounds, 3-star guy. And of course, there he's a speed rusher. And of course, he will be looking to do his best to, of course, take out our backs in today's game here. Of course, we've been running the ball very well as of late here with Ivies, and of course Riella at times getting his number called as well. And of course we'll try to do our best to run the ball and of course open up the playbook a little bit more here, as we have been as of late when it comes to the run of the pass game here for Nebraska. Of course, you got Lindemeyer, Hunter, and of course Torch, the young man there who has been killing it for us. If you remember last week, he had a really decent, nice game there, as he had 8 catches, 95 yards, and he got his third receiving touchdown for this season. And of course, Lindenmeyer as well. We're looking to see him hopefully at some point here have a nice game here for us receiving wise here at Nebraska. As we Coach Bond's, he's a big fan of the tight end position, and of course he likes to throw to those tight ends there, especially in the red zone. And we're trying to get him more motivated. As we started this season up, he was dropping quite a few balls here, so we got to get him into more reps, get him involved in the passing game, and of course, doing that, if we can throw more often to him, then he's gonna feel more comfortable out there on the field, and we'll make some really great plays for him in the red zone. There you see Bird, their strong safety, who will also have to be concerned about there if we're going to be passing the ball here this week. He is definitely going to be out there, ball hawking there a lot. And of course, Glasser, there you see his numbers as well as he has great quickness. He has pretty decent press as well as man coverage there. And that'll be useful for him in today's matchup here. I'm sure he'll be matched up with Hunter in today's game. And of course, we're trying to get the ball to Hunter. A couple of games ago, he had a really nice deep catch in the end zone. But this game, I've noticed that they just really make it really tough for you to throw the ball, especially vertically, in this college football game here. And it just seems like that's not necessarily the truth when it comes to college football. There, talent-wise here, it's different. Seems like we're playing against very talented corners every single week, and that to me that's just not the case here. But we'll try to see what we can do in today's matchup here. As of course, we're wearing our all reds here today, as Maryland's corners wearing their alternate jerseys here as well, as it's a sea of red, as they like to call it here at Nebraska. As we'll see what Riola can do here, opening up the game as Nebraska will get the ball here first. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Huskers, as we'll see what they can do here on their opening drive. Riola here drops back, throws to the right-hand side, and he's going to find Bonner on the catch, as Bonner will get the reception there, and he'll get 4 yards on that reception. 2nd and 6 coming up here as Riola now goes the ball down on the ground, gives it to Ivies as he'll get a few yards there. And of course, really not enough to move the chains, as we'll see a 3rd and 4 coming up. Riola here rolls back, and he'll throw this one up there. That's going to be caught by Hunter. Hunter gets the catch and barely gets his way to the first down marker, but he does, as he is able to move the chains. As we'll see the ball there on the 25-yard line here for Nebraska. Handoff here, run on the outside there to Ivies. And so, of course, we're trying to get 100 yards a game here for Ivies. So far, he has done that with exception with one game, which was, I think, the first game of the season. Since then, he has really did a great job, and we'll see if he'll continue that here tonight. As we'll see a 3rd and 7 here on their own 30-yard line. Roll out here for Riola as he'll throw this one in the stretch. And then, like I said, this young man, he has great hands for himself here. He is a sophomore. I believe he's a redshirt sophomore. And I'd like to see if we can do more with him, as we do not get the first down there. So not a good start there for our open drive, as we'll see here. We'll see if Maryland now can do things here for themselves and try to get on the board here quickly. 2nd and 10 coming up, as we'll see a toss there. That's going to be a toss play there to Humphreys, as Humphreys is able to find the sticks at the 36-yard line for the first down. As we'll see another handoff here for Humphreys. Humphreys tries to shrug off that defender, but another Nebraska Cornhusker is able to gobble them up, and they're going to bring them down there. 2nd and 7 coming up, as now the quarterback here, Washington has to throw there. He's going to throw to Polk, and Polk's going to get this one here as he crosses the 50, and he's going to be at the now Nebraska 34-yard line, as it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Terrapins. As we'll see a drop back here for Washington. Washington's going to get hit, and he's going to get smacked down hard to the point he drops the football. And Shavers is going to pick it up as he's going to recover it, and it's going to be a nice fumble for the Nebraska defense, as they will now gain possession here off that nice, 1-2 punch there come from Van Poppel as he puts a smack down there on Washington. Gets a nice hit there, and then of course, as we see here in the replay from the other side here, from the view from the Nebraska defensive side there. Oh, nice hit there, and then Shavers realized the ball's popped out, scoops it up, tries to take it back for a 6, but he's going to get tackled there. And now Nebraska will have possession here. So the second drive now here on this turnover. We'll see if we can turn it into points. It'll be a 1st and 10 near midfield. A handoff here to Ivies as he runs this one on the far right-hand side, and he's going to run this one at the 48 as he will cross the 50 there now in Terrapin territory for the first time. As we'll see a handoff here. They go up the middle this time with Ivies. Smart play there as they'll bust in there and get a few more yards. 3rd and 3 coming up here. I imagine they'll probably stick with the ground game, as they will do so as Ivies busts through there, gets himself the first down and much more, as that will continue now here on this drive. As you see the Huskers here, of course, they're number 3 in the nation, looking to try to for a chance again to continue to stay in the hunt for a playoff spot here, even though the season is still young. But as we'll see, almost a near interception there, but the ball's going to get batted away. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Riola in the offense of Nebraska. Pass there is going to be completed by Ivies as Ivies tries to stiff arm there. He does. And he's going to get as close as himself there to the 20, or I should say about the 35-yard line. As you see, the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good as they do get the field goal. So they don't put 6 on the board here, but they are able to put 3. And that'll be the first 3 points of the day here, late here in the first quarter. As it's 3-0 here in Lincoln. As we have 3:23 left here in the first quarter. Play action here in Washington. He's got to run for it here, and then he's going to get tackled down there by Rogers. As Rogers gets his first sack of the season, or his first sack of the day there, I should say. As that's a nice sack there for him. That's his first TFL and sack, actually, for the season. I correct myself there. That's Washington trying to get away from the defense there that time, but goes in the opposite direction. We'll see what he can do here on this 2nd and 22. And of course, you know this is going to be a passing situation here. As he drops back here, gets hit as he throws, and that ball's going to be intercepted by Bates. As now Bates has a chance to go back for a pick 6, and he takes this one back to the 16-yard line of the Terrapins. Nice job there of the pressure that the defensive line was giving that time. And of course, Bates at the right place at the right time snags that one and tries to return it for 6 there. And that's going to be a nice catch there for him. Bates getting his first interception of the day. Now giving the ball back here to Nebraska. 1st and 10 here on the Terrapins 16-yard line. Riola here will roll out to the right-hand side, going down the field here. And oh no! This ball is going to go back the other way. As that's going to be an interception as Glasscliff gets the interception for the Terrapins. And the Terrapins get the ball right back after they just gave it up there on the interception. As Riola throws another pick there. And that's another thing we're trying to do our best to avoid. That's going to be the 4th interception for Riola this season as the Terrapins get the ball back after they just gave it up by way of the interception. As Riola thought he had a pass there. It looks like he was trying to get to, I forgot who that was over there on that deep corner, but did not settle in. As that was under, Glasgow was under the coverage there that time and was able to pick it off. Washington now here, hands off as he'll hand this one off to Humphreys. Gets a few yards here on the play. Looking at a 3rd and 6 coming up here on their own 20-yard line. Washington here runs, and he's going to take off, call his own number there, but he is not going to be able to get to the first down marker, and they'll be forced to punt. They punt us near our own 37-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for Nebraska. So see Ivies here tries to come off the edge, and he's going to get tackled there quickly there as he is get wrapped up there by Bird. As now there's 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Riola here, screen pass there to Ivies. Ivies going to run this one here. Nice spin move there for Ivies on that screen pass, and that's going to get him down to midfield, as we'll probably see one more play left here in the first quarter, as it looks like, nope, they're not going to be able to get that off, and that'll be it for the first quarter. As Nebraska leads it right now. It's still a pretty close game. Nebraska leads it 3-0 here after one. And just take a look at the first quarter stats there, and of course the fans have been getting behind Nebraska for a good portion of the season here. They are liking what they're seeing from their team here. Got high expectations this season as Riola now rolls out again, calls his own number. He's going to get himself there inside the 40 of Maryland for that first down. Now Riola here goes back to the ground game. This time he hands off to Ivies. Ivies trying to wrestle his way past the defensive line, but he's going to get wrapped up and stuck at the line of scrimmage there for no gain. Riola again will pass this one there, and he'll get this pass there to Torch as he gets this. Another catch there for him, as he'll get that one, as it'll be a first down actually. Pass up the middle there again to him, as Tretch there gets another catch for a gain of about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Riola, of course, the offense taking their time going up the field here. And we'll see him drop back here deep in the pocket. Throws this one off to the left-hand side. Finds the tight end, Lindenmeyer. And Lindenmeyer is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lindenmeyer getting his touchdown in today as he gets his first of the season. It looks like he's been working pretty good here as of late here with the jug machine. Getting those solid catches there. Like I said early on, he was not doing so well with catches. Now, he looks like he's more comfortable out there on the field. We'll see now 1st and 10 here after the kickoff for the Terrapins, as they'll get that one deep inside their own side of the field. They get the first down, puts them at the 43. We'll see what they can do here as they're down by 10. And we'll see Humphreys gets gobbled up there, and he'll lose a loss. He'll actually lose 2 yards on that carry. 2nd and 12 coming up, as we'll see a pass there. That ball is going to be in the hands of Polk, but then quickly gets squeezed out, as that's going to be an incomplete pass. So now 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Terrapins, as Washington here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up. This will go high, almost picked off by Mario Bilford. And it'll be an incomplete pass, and they'll be forced to punt. We get the ball their own 23-yard line after the punt. As we'll see a handoff here to Ivies. Ivies going to run this one up the middle there. No problem there for him, as he's been doing that all season long here. Nice run there from him. We'll see what we can do here on the ball in the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Riola and Nebraska, as they again try to move the chains here, as they get a gain of 6 that time. Puts them at now at the 45. So now 2nd and 4 coming up. See a handoff here to Ivies, and Ivies again tries to run that one, but Joyner and a couple others get a hold of him there, as we'll see what they can do here on this 3rd down. Riola here making some changes there as he sees something he's not comfortable with. So now 3rd and 5. Looks back, fires this one, and finds Hunter, and Hunter gets the catch there on that slant pass. And that's going to be a completion there for him. Great job there from Riola, looking very solid since the interception. Let's see if we can keep it up, as now he gets back to the ground and gives to Ivies there on the carry. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Looks like it's going to probably be a passing situation. Riola's in the backfield there along with Ivies. Riola here looking here up the middle there. Nice pass right on the money, as he finds Tretch there on the catch. And as Riola now has 1 touchdown and 105 yards for the day. Let's keep it rolling here now, as he's building that confidence up for himself in the passing game. We'll see a handoff here. Ivies here. Great blocking there that time. And that's a gain of 8 there on the carry, as we're looking at the 11-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Huskers, as they have the I formation here. It looks like they're going to go on the outside this time with the run, as Ivies has it. Ivies going to get shoved out of bounds near the 3-yard line. As he gets a nice first down there for them. First and goal coming up here. We'll see if they'll change it up and maybe go to the passing game here this time. But no, they're going to keep it on the ground. And they're going to give it to Ivies. Nice run there for Ivies as he gets his first rushing touchdown of the day. He has 6 of the season. And Nebraska is going to lead this one now. 17-0 here. Of course, extra point pending. Nice run there from him. As Ivies, of course, doing a great job there in the backfield here, continuing from where he left off last season. Even though he did not, he was not our feature back, but he did a great job here. And now we'll see a pass here. It's going to be completed by Webb, as that was one throw for 75 yards. Nice reception there from Maryland, as Maryland says, no, we are not going away. We're going to get this one in the end zone. Did a great job there. Nice little slant pass there. I don't know what Mario was doing there. He was in man formation. He should have been with them right there on the stride, but no. He is going to get burnt quickly as they take that one to the house, as they put now down by 10. So now 1st and 10 here coming up here. Nebraska gets the ball back on their own 17. Riola here calling his number. Riola here not going to want to go down as he stiff arms there, but finally he does get tripped up there at the 24. So now 2nd and 3 coming up. Riola here drops back in the pocket, looks up. He's going to heave this one here high and deep, and that's not going to be in the hands of Hunter, as that's going to get tipped away there. Nice job there from the defense of Maryland. 3rd and 3 coming up here, their own 24-yard line. Riola here, of course, scrambling around here, looking, fine stretch there again, another pass. As he has completed that one there again, as that's going to be another first down here for Nebraska. As now we'll see play action here from Riola. Good pocket here from our guys here today, as they begin Riola a chance to throw down the field here. That ball is going to be dropped actually there that time. We're looking at it now as 2nd and 10 coming up, as Riola here looks here. He fires there, finds Bonner. Bonner does a little spin move and spins himself there until getting the first down, as we'll see a timeout now being called here by Nebraska. Nebraska trying to make sure they have every second they can here on the clock, as they have now 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. 17-7 is the score. Riola here rolls out to the right-hand side, and he did not see Clowney that time, as he brings him down for a loss. That's a big chunk there. As now we'll see a 2nd and 22, so about a mile here. As we'll see Riola here, he gets hit as he throws there, and it's going to make it now a 3rd and 25 there, I should say. It's going to make it even tougher now here to try to complete for the first down. Riola here looks up. Here he's going to throw this one up there, and that one's going to get tossed around, as Tretch had about 4 white jerseys around him that time. Incomplete pass, and will be forced to punt. As we'll see the pass there from the Maryland squad there as they're near midfield. That ball almost wasn't completed there, but somehow the receiver was able to get a hold of it. That was the receiver was Humphreys. Able to complete that pass for the first down. We'll see what they can do here on the ball at the 33. Washington throws a screen pass there, finds Polk. And Polk gets the catch, and they'll call a quick timeout, as they have now 1 timeout remaining. 2nd and 8 coming up here at the ball at 31. Washington throws over there to Taggart, as Taggart gets the catch there for the reception. We'll see a 3rd and 3 coming up. Clock's still ticking. Trying to hold on to that timeout before really to get himself set up for a field goal, probably in this situation here, as they're going to do so. So we'll see what they can do as they get this field goal. And it's going to be a modest field goal here. There's a flag on the play here, and the field goal is missed. And I think this field goal might be on Nebraska. Oh no, it's going to be roughing the kicker. Ball's going to be placed at the 10 or at the 5-yard line, so half the distance to the goal. With 2 seconds remaining here, we'll see the Terrapins again kick this one, but he misses the second shot there, and he was closer. Terrapins down by 10 as they missed a field goal there. Thank goodness. But I'm sure Coach Bonds is going to have a talk with the young man that made that blunder the first time around. Can't be doing that here in this situation there. As Nebraska takes a 10-point lead here. It's 17-7 here at halftime. As we take a look here at some of the highlights here. And for the most part here, I'm really happy offensively. We're doing a great job here with the ball. With the exception of that one interception. For the most part here, the offensive line is just doing a great job, giving us time in the pocket there what we need to be able to look down the field here and make a good decision on where we can throw to. As we take a look and the highlights there, and of course defensively, we've got a 10-point lead here. Of course, we had that one little snag that we had that we gave up that quick pass on that one play, but for the most part here, we've done a great job here. So see now, 1st and 10. Pass there, going to be completed. And there you go. No, come on. Polk this time has it. He's going to send his way into the house as they again get us on that slant pass there. This time Polk does it. Touchdown, Maryland. And now Maryland's starting to make this a very interesting ball game here. And it's going to be 17-14. As another one throw, 75-yard pass goes to the house there for Maryland. And that's going to get them back in the ball game. They're down by 3. 1st and 10 here for Nebraska to start off here in the second. As we'll see a pass there being thrown, and that's going to be completed. As we'll see what we can do here on that. Nice reception there for the first down. Try to keep this drive alive here. Important that if we get this first drive here in the third quarter, get something going for ourselves here. Let's see play call here. Play clock down to 4. Pass there going to be completed by Hunter, and Hunter gets rocked there as he goes up for the catch, and he's able to come down with it. Nice reception there for him as we'll get now to a 2nd and 4. Pass there, going to be thrown to Lindemeyer there. Great job there from the tight end as he is now getting his stride going there. However, now 160 yards for the day here for Riola. As we'll see if he can get into the end zone himself here today by way through the passing game. 1st and 10. Driving back here at the 40, near at the 45. And oh, that's a catch there from Bonner. What a play. Glasser did a great job there covering him, but somehow Bonner just climbs up the ladder, gets the pass, and is able to come down with it for the huge first down. 1st and 10 coming up here for Nebraska, as they're now at the 11-yard line of Maryland. As we'll see Riola here drops back here in the pocket, and he's going to find Tretch as he finds him right at the middle there as usual for that catch there for a 5-yard reception. So now we'll see here, all at the 5-yard line here, 2nd and 5. Pass again here. This time Bonner has it, and Bonner is going to get himself to the 2 as he does get a new set of downs there for Nebraska. Nebraska offense is getting something cooking now here. We'll see what they can do here on this 1st and goal off the 2-yard line. Roll out here from Riola and finds Lindemeyer, and he's going to find him in the end zone. What a great catch, and actually an excellent throw. Touchdown, Nebraska. And that's going to be touchdown number 2 now for Lindemeyer this season. His 2nd of the day. As he has now finally got himself on the ledger here when it comes to touchdown passes, as we'll see. Oh, that's not any good there. As that goes off the goalpost there. What is our kicker doing here today? It's now 23-14. Should be a 10-point lead here, but we got to try to figure out a way to get that point back. As we'll see there, that ball's going to be incomplete there from Washington. See what he can do here on this 2nd and 10. Ball in the 15. Pass there going to be completed. As it looks like Polk has it. And it gets just short of the first down marker. We'll see what they can do here on this 3rd and inches. And they have no problem running that up the middle converting there for the first down. First and 10 here for Maryland as they'll hand this one back to the ground game to Humphreys as Humphreys try to skedaddle up the field there for a few yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Crowd trying to really get behind the defense here to help out. Create some noise here for the defense as Humphreys again gets his number called and he runs that one for a short gain. 3rd down coming up here. Crowd really trying to get behind the defense here. And we'll see a handoff again here, and they're going to convert here for the first down as Humphreys able to sniff out the first down marker and gets the first down there for them to move the chains. More ball to 45. Washington almost loses the football there on that toss there. As he is going to, we'll see there, Shaver's getting a hold of the defender there. As I believe Manning, or either Black or Manning got that catch there. And gets enough there for the first down. Maryland doing a great job here. Just quick passes here. Of course, move the ball on the ground as well. As we'll see Sergi there, the backup halfback will come in. He'll run this one there, and he'll get himself there at the 9-yard line. Again, doing a great job here. Just kind of hitting and missing here. As we'll see a chance to get the interception there from Mario. But he does not turn around there quickly enough to get it. Incomplete pass. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and goal. Nice pass there to the halfback, and he's going to fumble it, but he's going to recover it himself. As Maryland got lucky there on that play there. We'll see here. It's going to be challenged. And we'll see if this is going to be a turnover or not. And it's not, I don't think it's going to be here. As that was, of course, that was not us challenging that. Nebraska, that was a booth review there. Washington now has it here at the 6th. 3rd and goal here coming up. And a flag going to be called here. And I don't know who this is on. I want to say it's on the offense. Yes, it is. As Maryland gets hit with that holding call, that'll be Larkins there, number 71, the left tackle, getting called on that play. As we'll see a 4th and goal coming up here. And the kick goes up. And the kick is missed again. That's the 3rd time now that the Maryland kicker has missed it that short there. That short, I mean, that's a 45-yard kick, and he completely whiffed on it. As we'll see a handoff here to Ivies, as he'll run this one here. Of course, I can't talk too much here. We just completely missed our extra point there. And we should be up by 10. As we'll see now, 2nd and 10 here coming up. A handoff to Ivies. There must be something in the air here tonight for the kickers. 3rd and 11 coming up as the ball is now at the near the 19-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 11 coming up here for Riola. And he'll roll out there. He'll throw this one to Tretch. Tretch gets it. Nice job as Byer there try to get the hit, but missed. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here for Nebraska as now Riola looks over to his left-hand side, finds Tretch again as he gets another catch. As he's a little well over 100 yards for the day. We'll see what we can do here. The ball at the 43-yard line, handoff to Ivies. Ivies runs this one there and gets enough there for a new set of downs. As we'll see the final 2 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Riola here rolling out, looking down the field here, looking for a chance to throw. That pass is going to be incomplete. As that one is going to be knocked away. That's it for the 3rd quarter. We're only able to score once in that quarter. There you see the targets now. Of course, Tanner Tretch being the heavy target now in this game so far here with 12 targets. We'll see what Riola can do now coming up in the 4th quarter. As fans are putting their fours up, hoping that we can come out here with a victory. Down or up by 9 here for Nebraska. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Ball at the 45 of Maryland. Roll out here for Riola. He looks down the field here. Throws on the run. Finds Hunter and gets a great catch there at the 16 or near the 16. I would say 18-yard line. Nice. I was gonna say 16, but it looks like more like an 18-yard line for the first down. Nice throw there as they finish that off really well. Get a good chunk of yards there. As you see a nice carry there. Nice first down there from Ivies. See what we can do here. The ball to 7. Handoff here. They're going to go to the ground game here. And Ivy's going to find his way into the end zone again. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As Ivies gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. His 7th of the season. Great job there from him. As that's now going to extend the lead here. Nebraska looking to see what their defense can do now here. They're going to actually go for 2 here to make a nice little lead here. See if they can get this 2-point conversion. Drop back from Riola. Riola looking back, and he dropped back too far. And that nobody was there as he has to just throw it away. So no 2-point conversion there for us. It's 29-14 here in the 4th quarter. As Washington now will throw. And that is going to be to his halfback there, Humphreys, as he gets a gain of 3 on that reception. Ball to the 28-yard line. Washington now drops back here. Washington now scrambling here. He'll throw on the run. That ball is going to be over the head of Black, as that's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there from Nebraska, as we'll see a 3rd and 7. Again, Washington gets leveled there. And that's going to be an incomplete pass for him, as he'll be forced to punt. As we'll see, Nebraska goes for here. And the reason why we're showing this is because we're going to get a nice return here. As Hunter goes down the field, gets his way down, all the way down to the Maryland 40. As he'll be there actually at the Maryland 38-yard line on that return. Nice return there from Hunter. We'll see here, 1st and 10. And roll out here from Riola. As he's now picking up some yards on the ground himself, as he's going to get himself out of bounds. Nice run there from him. That's going to put him at the 16-yard line after that carry there from the QB. We'll see what they can do here with Ivies, as Ivies goes back on the ground here. Oh, nice little spin move there and trying to do a little juke there on Byron. As we'll see now. Ball at the 7-yard line here, handoff to Ivies, and Ivies just gets enough to get a new set of downs. Nebraska keeping it going here. And they're treating this game like it's a close game. Keeping the ball moving here. As you'll see here, play clock running down to 4. Drop back here from Riola. He's going to go and see that slant pass there, and that's going to be another touchdown. Or that's going to be, another touchdown here for Nebraska. And Tretch gets his 4th touchdown of the season. His 1st of the day. And Nebraska keeps on moving on here with another 6 points on the board. Nice throw there from Riola. Like I said, this offensive line has been just great. I don't know the words to say here. They've just been doing an excellent job here. Van Poppel almost had another chance to get to the quarterback of Washington. But we'll see a pass there being thrown to Manning from Washington. Great throw there from Washington. And an even better catch from Manning, excuse me. As we'll see our handoff there to Humphreys. And he'll get this one there to about the 34 for the short gain. We'll see 2nd and 4 coming up. Handoff as they bring down Humphreys there on that carry, getting only a yard of 1. So now we'll see a 3rd down here. Let's see if they can convert, and they do so here as Humphreys is going to go down right down the field here as he almost got into the end zone. Nice carry there from him as we completely lost and forgot about that running game here from Maryland. As they'll go back to the running game again. This time with seriously, as he is going to run this one there, but he's going to get stopped quickly at the 3. Humphreys running that one, and he'll be denied access to the end zone as well. 3rd and 4 coming up. We'll see there'll be a pass there to Black, as he cannot get there either. So now they're going to go 5 wide here with Washington. Huskers ready for this, as we'll see a pass here, but they're not going to be ready for that, as there'll be a throw to catch, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Maryland Terrapins as they get on the board here again, first time here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown as Ronna Reeds gets into the end zone there, their 3rd string tight end. He'll find his way into the end zone. Touchdown for Maryland. As we see a hands group this time. We're ready for this time. Unlike beforehand, I think it was the last game we were not so ready. That time we got our hands crew out there. 3:34 left here. Ball on the 42-yard line here for Nebraska. Yes, we'll see what Nebraska's going to do. If they're going to sit on this ball or they're going to go for it and try to score here. As Riola here drops back. We'll see a deep pass going to the back of the end zone. It's caught, but not in bounds. There to Hunter, as that's going to be incomplete. We'll jump now to a 3rd and 10. Riola seems like he wants to put a score here. He'll drop back deep here, looking here. Fires this one there to Tretch. Tretch had it, but drops it. Incomplete. As Maryland now has the ball back with 3:13. Maryland could get down the field here. Of course, if they do score, they have to go down here and score, and then, of course, get an onside kick to get the ball back. But, I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think numbers-wise here, at least how we've been playing here today. Not in favor, too much in favor of them getting that here. As we'll see a pass there, and Washington has to throw it away, as he could not find nobody up the field there. If anything, I'm surprised he did not run that one there to get the first down. Could have had it. And we'll see a pass there being completed, and the receiver will hold on to it, as it'll be a 3rd down here. A manageable 3rd down. We'll see what they'll do here as Washington here drops back in the pocket, gets hit as he throws. That ball's going to be off as Manning gets the catch, and that's going to complete the 1st down. As they continue going no huddle here with 2:25 left. Pass here over the head of everybody except for Black. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. As the Terrapins find their way into the end zone here. Now I'm going to get you thinking now for Nebraska. It's like maybe we should have ran the ball just a little bit more. Took some time off the clock now here. We got the Terrapins back in this ball game here. We cannot be letting that happen here. 36-28. They just need to score, get back in the game here with a score. Nebraska, on the other hand, needs to be smart here with this. We need to run the football. And we'll see a timeout being called by Maryland as they burn their first timeout now here in the 2nd half. 2 timeouts remaining here for Nebraska, or I should say for Maryland. Nebraska has all 3. Looks like they're going to go back to the ground game here with Ivies. Ivies here trying to break off a tackle, but he's going to lose. And I think he's going to lose about 2 to 3 there on that carry. Actually, no, they're going to say 6. Jeez. So 2nd and 16 coming up as we'll see a rollout here from Riola. Throws that one up there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a 1st down as Maryland's going to have to burn another timeout. They burned their last timeout now. So no timeouts remaining as we're at 2:02 here, getting just close to the 2-minute warning. On the 46 here for Nebraska. Riola here looks back. He's throwing this one up the middle. Oh, my goodness. Imagine if we just had that pass right there from Tretch. Jeez. Incomplete pass. We'll get to the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 10. As, of course, we're just trying to move the ball here. But, of course, personally, I think we should be on the ground. We'll see a drop back here from Riola. And he's going to get hit there at the last second on that incomplete pass. 1:53 left here. I guess Riola feels confident that he can get this pass in. We'll see if that'll be the case. As he'll drop back here, roll out, look over there to Lindenmeyer. Lindenmeyer gets the throw. Lindenmeyer getting all the way down to the 3-yard line. Nice toss there to him as the big man putting up some numbers here today. Of course, Riola, a nice 52-yard pass there. Riola really has a lot of confidence in him today here and himself with the pass. As they go for it there, they convert there on the 1st down. Ball now at the 2-yard line. Still a little too much time for me personally for Maryland here. But $1:28 here. We'll see what they can do. Riola here, he's going to challenge himself again to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. As Riola able to find Hunter in the back of the end zone there. I'm telling you, this kid is hyped here as he gets his 4th touchdown pass here today. And that's going to be Hunter's 5th touchdown reception of the season, as that ball is going to be batted away here on defense now for Nebraska. We'll see what he can do. As it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up here for Washington. As Washington is going to be brought down by Van Poppel again, as he just cannot get away from that man at all here. They'll go no huddle. It'll be a 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Maryland Terrapins. And again, Van Poppel finds him and brings him down. Nice job there from the defensive tackle, Van Poppel, popping off here. As he again trying to get to the quarterback there, and it looks like Washington had to quickly throw that one there. He didn't want to get sacked for a 3rd time. And that'll be force them to turn over on downs, as we'll see 49 seconds left here. And we'll see, a QB blast here from Riola as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. That is going to be Riola's 4th touchdown of the season, as the Huskers just keep laying it thick here. This is what you want to see here early on. Let teams know that you're not playing around at all. And then you see the final 50-28 as Coach Bond's very happy what he sees here from his quarterback here today. Is makes him the player of the game. Nice day there for him. 336 with 5 touchdowns total. 4 on through the air, and of course that last one there on the ground. Of course the interception there for him today. 26-40 for him in this matchup here today. So like I said, I mean, when you got an offensive line that's doing good things there for you, blocking very well, holding up the the blocks and making sure that you're not getting get touched or anything like that, and not to mention giving you time just to be able to look down the field. I mean, yeah, you might as well just keep like, hey, you know what? It builds that confidence up and gets you going, and you almost feel like you can run through a brick wall, and that's what I like to see from our quarterback here today. And that's pretty much why we, towards the end there, we were, in that mode there, almost, pretty similar to a beast mode for ourselves, as we were able to do some nice, make some good plays there for ourselves against the Terrapins there. So nice job there. We beat down the Terrapins now twice here, back-to-back years, both home and away. So nice job there for the Huskers, and we'll see how things go next season if we have to play them again. But to say the least here, it was like I said, it was a good game here. I don't know why it does not show that penalty that they had, that the Terrapins had for whatever reason. It showed our penalty, but it didn't show theirs. Go figure. But yeah, Riola 26 of 40, 336, 4 touchdowns and 1 interception for him. He scored his longest pass with 52 yards. Great day there for him. As the running game, of course, was really awesome as well. 26 carries for 115 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns there for Ivies. Nice day there for him. I was really glad that we were able to get a quarterback with a 300-yard day and then a running back with a 100-yard day. That's always nice to see. Riola had 6 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Torch, there you see there, 9 catches for 92 yards and a touchdown for him. I'm really, really excited about throwing to him. We got to get Hunter involved more too. He had 6 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Lindenmeyer, great day there for him. 4 catches for 88 yards. He is starting to come out of his shell here with those 2 touchdowns here. Let's see if we can kick it up a little more there, Luke. We need some more production out of you, especially when we're in the red zone there. Coach Bond's, his offense relies on the tight ends there in those situations. And of course, we'll take a look here at your defensive numbers as well. Some of your top defensive players here, Van Poppel, who had a great day there for us. He had 7 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. Shavers, of course, he had a nice day himself. He had that fumble recovery. He had half a sack, TFL, and of course 5 tackles in the game for him. Bates had 5 tackles, TFL, and an interception. And of course, I believe Rutgers had a sack as well, along with a TFL and 6 tackles there for the Cornhuskers. As for Washington, there you see 21 of 35, 392, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception there for him. Humphreys on the ground, 13 of 77 for him, a broken tackle. No rushing touchdowns there, which I am very proud of our rushing defense doing that for us here today. And just great performance there from the stopping the run. Black, 5 catches for 99 yards. He had a touchdown as well as Polk. 5 catches for 123. He's the only one on their side of the field that had over 100 yards for the day. He had 1 touchdown as well. And of course, Reeds had one reception for 6 yards and a touchdown. There you see their defensive numbers. Bass, the most tackles for them, had 11 for the Terrapins. There you see Clowney had the most TFLs. He had 3, and of course he had the only sack that they got off of us. And of course the Glasser there had the only interception for the Terrapins as well. So not a bad day here for the Huskers as they win their 4th straight win. And not to mention, we actually had a kid that showed up for we had one player, or actually had a couple players, but one of the players that did come to the visit there, Terrapin there, he showed up. Nice job there. He signed, and now we got our 2nd recruit for the season here. Take a look at some of the scores right now around the Big Ten, and hopefully your team, if you're a fan of the Big Ten, won their matchup here. As looks like Iowa is going to be not in a good mood heading into next week's game in the next episode, as they took a good beating from the ranked number 9 Ohio State. You'll see the score here in just a bit. But they did not have a good showing there. They lost 56-24. Other than that, all the teams, the Indiana team won 42-35 against Rutgers. USC number 7 beat Wisconsin 35-7 in their matchups, and of course Oregon beat Oregon State in that Civil War 34-10 in their matchup there this week. So but yeah, for us coming up, it's going to be a home game. It's going to be of course, usually this is the last game of the season, but for whatever reason they have it scheduled now for the 2nd game of the season. And of course it's against the Iowa Hawkeyes. As bad blood indeed going to be in the mix here as we have the Heroes game. And of course, coming off that loss there against the number 9 ranked Ohio State, they got to take on another ranked opponent, us, ranked number 3 in the nation, the Cornhuskers. We will see if we can, of course, put another L on their ledger for the 2nd straight week for Iowa, as we're looking to keep this train going that we've been on right now, this win train, and continue being dominant here so far in the Big Ten West, as we'll play our 2nd conference game of the season against one of our rivals, Iowa, in the next video. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to be uploaded here on the channel. Of course, like I said, this Heroes game last year, we beat Iowa 39-0. So they definitely, with the loss from last week against Ohio State, and now remembering, I'm sure there's been hype about it, losing last season 39-0 against us at home there in at Iowa. I'm sure that they are going to be definitely want to pluck our eyes out and return the favor and defeat us in our home stadium. So we'll try to do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But nonetheless, should be a good game. Again, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, hit that bell notification. As always, keep yourselves healthy. Go Big Red! see if we can win. Let's see if we can win this game coming up next week as we try to go 5-0 here against Iowa State. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.